Hey everybody, it's Ryan Henry, idea guy for INSPIREsmall.biz. And today we're going to talk about 5 things that you need to know about Windows 11. Microsoft recently announced their latest operating system, Windows 11, will be released later this year. This will be the first major update to the Windows operating system since Windows 10 rolled out in mid-2015. Today we're going to talk about the 5 things that you need to know about Windows 11. Number 1, a lot of old computers will not be compatible. Windows 11 has some pretty specific hardware requirements. In addition to a 64-bit compatible CPU with 2 or more cores clocked at least 1 gigahertz, you'll also need 4 gigabytes of RAM and at least 64 gigabytes of disk storage. Your computer will also need to have Trusted Platform Module or TPM version 2.0 and UEFI with secure boot capability. So those are 2 very specific things that are necessary on the computer's hardware to be able to run Windows 11. So the first thing that we're going to talk about here is Trusted Platform Module or TPM version 2.0. So the 2.0 standards were adopted in 2019, and a Trusted Platform Module is a dedicated chip that's on your computer's motherboard that allows your disk to be encrypted. And in some cases, it provides the encryption keys for email messages and helps maintain the SSL certificates for websites. The next thing that's important to talk about here is UEFI, or Unified Extensible Firmware Interface. That is the software that's installed on your hardware that tells your computer what devices to boot from. UEFI has replaced BIOS on computers, which had been an industry standard since the 1980s. UEFI supports booting from larger disk storage than BIOS could, and it also provides security improvements, including the ability to scan a disk's boot files for malware before the operating system even starts. So how do you know if your computer will run Windows 11? Well, the announcement page for Windows 11 on Microsoft's website has a tool coming soon that you can download and run the Windows check on your computer to see if it's compatible. Now, it's important to note that TPM 2.0 was adopted in 2019 and that the last computer without UEFI firmware installed on it was manufactured in mid-2020. So it's pretty safe to say that if your computer is 2 years old or less, it will likely be able to upgrade. Number 2, the start button moved. When Microsoft launched Windows 8 in 2012, they messed with the start button, and users were so upset that by the time Windows 10 was released, it was restored to a more familiar layout. Windows 11 moves the start button from its longtime place on the bottom left of your screen to the bottom center of your screen. Other visual changes include a redesigned graphics experience that's described as calm and creative. Number 3, you can install Android apps. Microsoft announced that users will now be able to install Android apps on their PC from the Amazon App Store. Once installed, you'll be able to pin your apps to the taskbar and run them alongside your Windows apps. Number 4, a Microsoft account is required for setup. If you've set up a new copy of Windows 10 recently, this really isn't a surprise. You have to use a Microsoft account to set up Windows. Setting up your PC with a Microsoft account actually does some interesting things, like keeping your desktop profile and your OneDrive consistent on every PC that you set up. If you don't want to use a Microsoft account for your computer, once you've gotten Windows set up, you can disconnect your Microsoft account from the computer and use a local account. Number 5, Windows 10 will still be supported. If you're not ready or can't upgrade to Windows 11, you still have time. Windows 10 is going to still be supported until October of 2025. This means that your computer will receive updates and security patches. Also, if you upgrade to Windows 11 and don't like it, you have 10 days to roll back to Windows 10 without also having to reinstall your programs and apps. So let's talk about how to find the right PC for Windows 11. As of the date of this article, there are not yet Windows 11 operating systems installed on computers available for purchase. Microsoft has said that by the end of the 2021 year, Windows 11 will be available on new computers that you purchased, likely in time for the holiday shopping season this year. If you don't want to wait and are ready to upgrade your PC today, here are a couple things to consider when choosing the right device. Remember the requirements of Windows 11 that any computer you purchase must have UEFI with Secure Boot and TPM 2.0 on the hardware. These are things that cannot be upgraded on a device if it isn't already built with them. First, you want to consider the needs and working conditions that you'll be using. If you're looking for something to leave at your desk, a desktop PC is still the best value in computing power for your money. Another advantage to a desktop is that many have universal parts, which makes them easy and affordable to repair or upgrade later on down the road. If you're looking for something to use at home and on the go, you'll want a laptop or tablet. When looking for a laptop and tablet, consider the durability of the device. Over the years, I've encountered a lot of laptops that have weak hinges where a client actually separated the screen from the computer. So you'll want to make sure that the reviews for the laptop or tablet you're looking at are rated highly for durability. Next, don't just look at the price tag. While price is an important component of your purchase, it shouldn't be the only factor that you weigh. Look at the computer's processor and installed RAM. A great standard for buying your next PC should include a quad-core or higher processor clocked at least 2.0 gigahertz with at least 8 gigs of RAM. Now, depending on your storage needs, you're probably going to want to find something with at least 500 gigabytes of disk storage space. Other things to consider when choosing your next PC is whether you're going to need a DVD drive or Ethernet port on your device. Many laptops today don't have either already built in. And the last thing that you want to do after buying a new PC is run back to the store to purchase an external DVD drive or Ethernet port because you learned then your computer doesn't have it when you need it. Next, you should look for a computer with a solid state hard drive already installed. Solid state drives are an amazing improvement over mechanical drives. Not only do they use less power than mechanical hard drives, they are also more durable, which makes them a great option for laptops and tablets. SSDs are a must-have for any laptop. If you're able to find the right device, but an SSD or solid state drive isn't pre-installed on it, you might be able to upgrade it. Most solid state drives will cost you around $100, and having a reputable computer repair technician to install them is also not a very expensive option for the right computer. Next, you'll want to check the system requirements for your programs or apps. Now, the specs that we talked about earlier in this video and article are merely Microsoft required standards to run Windows 11. Depending on the programs that you use, your computer may need to have more power than Microsoft requires as base requirements to run Windows. Next, shop around for the best deal. Depending on how quickly you're looking to get a new PC, you could browse online and look for great deals. With back to school happening now and the holiday shopping season right around the corner, there are sure to be some excellent deals on your next PC. Don't be afraid of factory refurbished equipment. Most manufacturers do offer refurbished models at a lower price. Now, typically, these are business or commercial models, which are usually more durable than consumer models. So in most cases, you're going to find a better computer for your money. Don't forget to browse manufacturers' websites also. Not only are you able to find a great deal direct from the manufacturer, but you can also customize things on your PC, such as having a better processor installed, or more RAM, or a larger hard drive, or even pre-installed software. So if you'd like to read more about the Microsoft article announcing Windows 11, make sure to click the link below in this article. And what are you most looking forward to in Windows 11? Comment below. We would love to hear from you on what you're most looking forward to with Windows 11. I'm Ryan Henry, idea guy for InspireSmall.biz. Thanks for watching.